Out of bounds inside of SBEC Trojan territory at about the 47-yard line. And a great return by the Lee Academy coach. Number 2, the Deuce, Wayne Bolin, as he runs the football into SBEC territory at the 47-yard line, Rich.
Good run back by Wayne Bolin, a relatively short kick with the wind down inside the 25. Wayne just let it bounce a couple of times, picked it up, came toward us, and found a little seam and got on the sidelines. 1st and 10 for the Colts from the Trojans, 46.
Coach break huddle and send Wayne Bolin wide to the right. Ivy Dees will be in the slot to the right. Colts are in an I formation behind senior quarterback Duff, looking at a 5-man SBEC front. Gordon's close and Terman's deep. And there's the inside trap that's going to be to Bradley Gordon. Gordon's going to get inside the 45-yard line and going to fight down to about the 43 or the 44-yard line. Pickup of 2, maybe 3 on the play. We'll wait and see where they spot it.
Number 39, Bradley Gordon.
SBC and gold pants, navy blue jerseys, navy blue headgears. Good-looking uniforms, Rich. They run the football inside the 45 to the 43.
Cal Finney said before the game they were just, I said, what are you going to do tonight, Coach? He said, we're just going to run straight at them. That's what they did on the opening play of the game.
2nd down and 7 for the Lee Academy coach. George Miller will be in the slot to the right. Wayne Bolin will be split to the right. Gordon is close and Terman's deep out of the I formation. Lee Academy coach send motion and Bradley Gordon back to the right side. There's a pitch sweep out here to Terman. Terman's trying to get to the corner. There's a flag on the play as Terman runs and gets down to about the 40-yard line before he's knocked down by a host of SBEC Trojans, but there's a flag on the play. And this looks like in the area where it's holding.
Tackle on the play by number 20.
And we'll wait and see what the call is here. It looks like it's going to be holding against the Colts, however, Rich. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. The SBEC coaching staff is telling the captain to push it back, and that's what they're doing.
Holding is the call against the Colts.
And that's going to push the ball back inside of Lee Academy Colt territory at the 48-yard line. And the Colts have got to get to the 36. So we are 2nd down and 16 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. 10:49 to go in the first quarter. Football game is just underway. Clock is running. Colts break huddle. Chris Terman checks out of the football game. Stony Stonestreet is in now at fullback. Means Bradley Gordon will be at tailback. Colts with a wide receiver left, slot left now. Still looking at a 4-man now, SBEC Trojan front. We're going to run the option play out here to Bradley Gordon. He got a block at the corner, and Bradley Gordon is going to be run out of bounds inside of SBEC's 40 at about the 38-yard line. Youngster shaking up for the Lee Academy Colts. Looks like it's Jack Laney, but Jack is up, bouncing and walking it off. I know his grandmother's listening to the football game tonight. Everything's okay. Don't worry about it. 3rd down and 4 yards to go now for the Lee Academy Colts. Pickup of about 12 on the play by Bradley Gordon. A good run, good blocking up front by the Lee Academy Colts. Colts break huddle. Jack Laney leads the offensive line out. Wayne Bolin goes wide to the right. Ivy Dees will be in the slot to the right. Stony Stonestreet's close. Bradley Gordon's deep out of the I formation. And there's a straight handoff to Stony Stonestreet. He gets inside of the 35-yard line, fumbles the football, and SBEC recovers. Stony Stonestreet had 1st down yardage inside of SBEC's 35-yard line, fumble the football, and SBEC comes up with it. And football is going to be recovered at about the 33-yard line. Referee's fussing at the clock operator there. 1st down and 10 yards to go for SBEC as they line up in the Notre Dame, looks like a Notre Dame box offense here, and there's a little fake, and Beach is going to go deep down the field. And he's got a youngster down there. It's going to be caught by number 5 for SBEC. That's John Pointer. He's inside of Lee Academy Colt territory, inside the 25-yard line at the 20. So a nice throw and a nice catch from Veazey to number 5, John Pointer. And the SBEC has it 1st down and 10 yards to go at the Lee Academy Colt 20.
John Pointer just ran straight down the field, outran Ivy Dees, and had him about 3 steps on that play. 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Would have been a touchdown had he not caught it going backwards. SBC just going to run out of the Notre Dame box. Veazey trying to get to the corner. He's going to get to the corner, going to run the football inside of the 15-yard line, knocked out of bounds at the 12. pickup of about 8 on the play. Brings up second down and 2 yards to go now for SBC as they've got it at Lee Academy Colts 12-yard line, knocking on the door. 9:44 to go in the first quarter.
Second down, 2 yards to go. The ball is at the Colt 12.
Trojans picked up that first down on a 47-yard pass from Visa, and now they've run 8 yards, looking pretty good so far in 2 offensive plays, 55 yards.
And they're still in a single wing Notre Dame box-type offense. Colts in a 5-man front. And there's an inside handoff to number 20, and 20 is going to get down to the 10-yard line and down to about the 9-yard line. That's Matt Collins. Stephen Tharp on the run, and he gets first down yardage inside of Lee Academy Colts 10 at the 9-yard line. First down and goal to go for SBC. 9:35 to go in the first quarter. No score. SBC knocking on the door. SBC breaks huddle, and they're going to come out in a wishbone formation now. 2 tight ends. Colts will be in a 5-man front. Beasy, looking at Lee Academy Colt defense, is going to run the option to the left, gets a block, gets inside of the 5-yard line, gets very close to the goal line before he's knocked down. He's knocked down at about the 2 before he's knocked down, so the Colts have not even shown the propensity for stopping the SBC Trojans early here tonight, Rich, and they've got it second down and goal to go from the 2.
Busy doing a good job with the quarterbacking chores. He's a good-looking kid, big and strong, and looks like he knows what he's doing out on the football field.
And they line up in the wishbone formation with 2 tights. Colts in a goal line defense. Beasy looking over the 6-man front. Going to sprint to the left again. He's not going to get to the end zone as Lee Academy Colts are going to swarm him. Ball comes loose, but Beasy was down, it looked like, before he before the football came loose. Gain of about a yard on the play. Brings up third down and goal to go from the 1. The Academy Colt defense needs to tighten up here. Number 1 for SBC, Jack Thornton, checks in for the Colts. Now they better hurry up because they're taking a long time in the huddle. 8:08 to go in the first quarter. They're knocking on the door. Third down and goal to go from the 1. Colts still in the goal line defense. They're just going to run a quarterback sneak, and Veazey scores. So Veazey just takes one step out and runs over left guard and scores a touchdown, and SBC is broken on top 6-0 in the first quarter following a Lee Academy Colt fumble on our first possession as we were moving the football, had picked up first down yardage at SBC's 35-yard line, and we fumbled the football, and they got it, and they've run about 5 or 6 plays and have scored a touchdown. 7:59 to go in the first quarter. SBC leads 6-0. Number 6, Jeff Davis, will attempt the extra point. Snap is back. The kick is up. Kick is good. SBC 7, Lee Academy nothing. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football. Davis's kick is going to drive Bolin back into the end zone, and we're not running out. And good kick by Jeff Davis, number 6. As he kicks the football into the end zone, Lee Academy Colts will take over first down and 10 yards to go, Rich, from their own 20.
Lee Academy needs to come out offensively and just kind of start grinding it out here. The Trojans from SBEC ran 6 plays with 67 yards for the game opening score. 1 pass play for 47 yards, and then just grounded out the rest of the way on the ground, Albert.
Colts have it first down and 10 from the 20. SBC is in a 5-man front. Colts break huddle and send Wayne Bolin wide to the left. Ivy Dees is wide to the right, and out of the split backfield, Duff has got Gordon and Turman. And Duff straight back to throw, looking, throws it overthrown, intended for Ivy Dees. Coverage out there by number 2, Nick Manley. And the football was just overthrown by Duff. Second down and 10 yards to go for the Colts, trailing 7-0 with 7:52 to go in the first quarter. Colts get Chris Lively into the football game, and he replaces Wayne Bolin with a play from Coach Ricky Weiss. Jack Laney leads the offensive line out, and Ivy Dees will split wide to the left. Chris Lively will split to the right. And out of the I formation, Gordon close, Turman deep. Andrew Duff barking out his signals, looking at a 5-man SBEC front now. And Duff is going to take the football. We're going to run the option pitch out here to Turman, and Turman's not going to get anything. Going to lose a couple of yards on the play. Good defense out there by SBEC Trojans, Rich, as they had the option read well.
Option was read well. They had about 2 or 3 guys just kind of fighting off their blockers and waiting on Turman that time. Loss of 3, as you called it. 3rd down and 12. It's 7 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Coach Spray Cutler sent IBD's wide to the right. Wayne Boland will be wide to the left. And Gordon's close and Turman's deep out of the eye on 3rd and 12. 4-man SBC front now. And Dub is going to take the football out of the I formation and going to roll to the left to throw. Throws incomplete to the tight end who drops the football. Scott Flowers hit him right in the arms and just dropped it.
Scott Flowers open that time, wide open. Hit, like you said, hit him right in the numbers. Dropped it. He had first down yardage that time. I would have had it had he maintained control of the ball. But, again, the Colts will be looking at giving the ball back over to the Trojans.
Wayne Boland will stand back to punt. Jack Laney will snap. Wayne Boland will stand inside of his 10 at about the 6-yard line. Jack Laney will snap.
Let's point out that we do have a pretty stiff breeze that we'll be kicking back into here.
Number 20 back deep to receive is Stephen Tharp for the SBC Trojans. Boland standing at his 5-yard line. Gets a good snap, and Boland gets the kick away, and it's an end-over-end kick that Tharp is going to let bounce at the 45 and going to field it. And the Colts are all over him, and they knock him down back at midfield. Good coverage by Russell Harris and Chris Lively, and number 20 for the Colts, that's Sam Spinks down there doing a good job. SB's got the football, first down and 10 yards to go. 1 yard inside, I believe, Academy Colt territory at the 49. And our defense needs to step up here, Rich, and stop them.
Big task here for the Colts to step up and stop them, because with 6 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first quarter, can't dare give up another score this early in the ball game.
Colts in a 4-man front. SBC breaks the huddle in an I formation, 1 wide receiver to the right and a wing to the left. And Veazey is going to sprint to the right to throw. Looking, throws a football overthrown. Intended out here for number 2. That's Nick Manley. Good pressure that time by the Colts by number 56, Kerry Middleton in there. And brings up 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Trojans.
Good coverage that time by the Colts on the in the secondary. Although the pass was overthrown, I think it would probably have been very difficult to have a completion on that play because Manley was covered quite well.
2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Trojans. They're leading 7-0, and they line up in the Notre Dame box offense again. Colts in a 5-man front. And Veazey is going to take the football straight back to throw. Looking, throws the football deep downfield again. That's going to be overthrown, intended for nobody. Coverage down there by number 12, Jim Walker, as Jimmy Harris is coming in here a little bit late.
It looked like there must have just been a little miscommunication between the pass and the receiver on that one, however, because the intended receiver just was running toward the sidelines at about the 25, and the ball sailed over his head at about the 15. So I don't know exactly what that pass pattern was, but
3rd down and 10 yards to go now for the SBEC Trojans. They break huddle in the Notre Dame box again, single wing type offense. Colts in a 5-man front. And Veazey takes the football. He's going to fake, back to throw, trying to set a screen up over here to number 5, and they're all over him. He breaks the tackle and gets away, but he's not going to get first down yardage as Stoney Stonestreet's going to drag him down for about a 1-yard loss. Bradley Gordon had him for about a 10-yard loss, and he broke the tackle, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 11 yards to go now for SBC, and they get their punting team into the football game, and Lee Academy Colts get Bradley Gordon and Wayne Boland deep to receive this punt.
Bradley did a good job that time defensively, sniffing out the screen, but I think his momentum just kind of carried him beyond that tackle. If the truth was known, he just had a good head of steam, and just his momentum just carried him right beyond the tackle, although he was able to get a hand on him. Couldn't stop him.
6:17 to go in the first quarter. Number 1, Jack Thornton will be back to receive, and there's a delay of game penalty against the SBC Trojans. That'll be a 5-yard step off against the Trojans, which will put the football back inside their 45 at about the 44. And every inch helps down here, Rich. As SBC could not get the right players into the football game, Jack Thornton will be standing inside of his 35 at about the 32 to punt, and Gordon and and Bolin are standing at about their 20. And Thornton gets the football away, and it's going to be fielded by Gordon at the 25. Gets a great block, and Bradley Gordon's in the open. Bradley Gordon hurdles a man, runs the football inside of SBEC's territory, inside the 45-yard line and about the 42 or 43. So the Colts inside of his 35 at about the 32 to punt, and Gordon and Bolin are standing at about their 20, and Thornton gets the football away, and it's going to be fielded territory inside the 45-yard line and about the 42 or 43. So the Colts have almost broke 2 kicks here tonight, Rich. One on a punt and one on a kick return, and the Colts are in business. First down and 10 yards to go from SBEC's 43-yard line.
Gordon did a good job that time, standing in there awaiting the arrival of the ball, and then, as you said, I don't know who gave the block, but he got a tremendous block right there in the corner to kind of spring him forward and get him into that sideline jaunt that he had.
Tune in Thursday night to see who that blocker was. I'm sure on the Sound Computer Center instant replay, it'll play back several times.
We'll see it.
Colts out of the I formation, wide receivers to the right, and we run misdirection to Turman. No, it's Gordon. Gordon is into the SBEC territory, down inside the 25-yard line to the 24. Good blocking up front by the Lee Academy offensive line, Rich.
Tell you, excellent blocking that time by those front 5 guys, and the quickness of the
It'll play back several times.
We'll see it.
Colts out of the I formation, wide receivers to the Gordon. Gordon is into the SBEC territory, down inside the 25-yard line to the 24. Good blocking up front by the Lee Academy offensive line, Rich.
Tell you, excellent blocking that time by those front 5 guys, and the quickness of the Colts kind of exhibited itself that time because Gordon just hit that line quick and was through into the secondary in just a matter of seconds.
That was
good offensive play. Chris Turman on the run.
Right. First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts inside of SBC's 25 at the 24. Wayne Bolin's wide left, George Miller slot left. Spring to the left to throws Duff. Looking, throws the football complete to Wayne Bolin. Down about the 10-yard line, tackled by number 33. For SBC, that's John Underwood. Nice throw, nice catch from senior quarterback Duff to senior wide receiver, the Deuce, Wayne Bolin. First down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts from the SBC 11. Chris Lively gets into the football game, replacing Bolin. Lee Academy Colts need to get something on the boards here, trailing 7-0, 4:56 to go in the first quarter. We break huddle and send Chris Lively wide to the right. George Miller is in the slot to the right, and out of the split backfield, looking at a 4-man SBC front, we're going to give the football to the fullback, Stony Street, and he scores.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what, just a great
blocking up front by the Colts, Rick.
Absolutely great blocking. I mean, he just took the ball from Duff, had a hole, a gaping hole that
send Chris Lively wide to the right. George Miller is in the slot to the right, and out of the split backfield, looking at a four-man SB.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what, just a great run.
Blocking up front by the coach, Rick.
Absolutely great blocking. I mean, he just took the ball from Duff, had a hole, a gaping hole that, as I heard on the replay last week, that Bob Bobo thought he could run through, and just took it right into the end zone. A very impressive offensive series that time for the Colts.
Well, I'm going to tell you it was a big hole, but it wasn't big enough for Bob Bobo to run through, Rich.
I know Bob's listening back home, isn't he?
Ivy Dees has the football teed up at the 10. Jack Laney will snap. George Miller will hold. This has been an adventure all year for the Lee Academy Colts. 4:41 to go in the first quarter. Colts trail 7-6. Awaiting the snap. Snap is back. Good snap. Dees kicks it up. Dees kicks it good. Lee Academy Colts have tied the football game 7-7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football. Wayne Bolin has the football teed up at the 40, back deep to receive for SBC's number 33, John Underwood. 4:41 to go in the first quarter of the game. The Colts have tied. The football is going to be fielded by Underwood at about the 11-yard line. He's coming back up the middle and gets out over the 25-yard line, close to the 30-yard line before Christian Preuss, along with number 61 for the Lee Academy coach, John Martin Harris, down there doing a good job. And the SBEC Trojans will have it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 30-yard line. Deep to receive for SBC's number 33, John Underwood. 4:41 to go in the first quarter of the game. The Colts have tied. The football is going to be fielded by Underwood at about the yard line, close to the 30-yard line before Christian Preuss, along with number 61 for the Lee Academy coach, John Martin Harris, down there doing a good job. And the SBEC Trojans will have it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 30-yard line. 4:34 to go in the first quarter. Football game is tied 7-7. Had a chance this afternoon, Rich, to visit with an old Lee Academy coach, used to wear number 22, Alan Johnson, defensive back for the first two football games at that first football team Lee Academy ever had. And out of the box, they're going to run right up the middle. Underwood's going to be knocked down for a loss. Number 61, 59, Richard Lewis from his left defensive tackle position in there doing a good job. Knocks Underwood down for a loss at the 34-yard line. Alan Johnson, Rich, was one of the hardest hitting defensive backs Lee Academy's ever had. Not all the time legal blows, I might add, but
well, nobody all the time has legal blows.
Out of the four-man front, SBCs are in the shotgun, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see. This looks like somebody's lined up in the neutral zone. It's a dead ball, false start against SBC. So that'll be a 5-yard step off and make it second down and 16 yards to go now for the SBC Trojans. And they have it back inside their 25-yard line to the 24.
Trojans showing a lot of different styles of movement and formations to the Colts, and most of the time the key defensively is to stay at home and watch your guy.
Colts have gone to a 4-man front now as SBEC's in a shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers. And there's a snap back to Veazey. He's looking, getting pressure. Now he's going to try to run the football and throws it down incomplete. He bounced the football into number 5, John Pointer. And Veazey looks good back here, Rich. He moves good.
He does move good, and I tell you, I think he could have picked up about 5 or 6 yards that time had he not tried to force the pass that ultimately just innocently hit the ground. He was running well to his left and probably could have gotten back to picked up at the penalty yardage anyway.
Henry Lamar checks into the football game for the Trojans, bringing out number 20, Stephen Tharp. And SBC, no, he brings out, well, he didn't bring anybody out. No, number 33, Underwood, comes out. As they go to the Notre Dame box, Colts in a 5-man front. Veazey throws the football deep down the middle. It's going to be caught by number 20 for first down yardage inside of Lee Academy Colt territory at about the 48-yard line. Stephen Tharp coming straight up the middle. And Veazey just made a good throw, and Tharp caught it inside of Lee Academy Colt territory at the 47-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go for the Trojans.
Well, Veazey just that time just kind of hoovered it up in the air that time. And
Hoovered it?
Hoovered it up in the air. Don't you know what that is?
I've never heard of that.
It's hovering when it's coming down. It's hoovering going up.
Okay. First and 10 for the Trojans out of the wishbone formation. 2 tight end. They've showed us every formation in the book here tonight. And they're going to run the option. And Veazey's going to be knocked down as he gets inside of the Lee Academy Colt 45-yard line down to about the 44. It'll be a gain of about 3. Richard Lewis on the stop as he just inside of Lee 45. Let's give him 2 yards on the play. Second down and 8 yards to go now for the Trojans. 2:26 to go in the first quarter. Colts and SBC are tied 7-7. Very long first quarter, Rich.
It has been a long first quarter, 25 minutes worth so far.
SBC breaks huddle, and they are in a wishbone formation with 2 wide receivers now, no tight ends. 3 running backs behind Veazey, may be checking off. Colts got single coverage on both wide receivers, and there's a delay of game. SBC is going to be guilty of delay of game, and that'll be a 5-yard step off against the Trojans, which will put the football back just inside of the 50. Actually, the outside edge of the football is touching the 50 and brings up second down and 12.
That's the 3rd penalty this quarter for the Trojans. 2 of them have been delay penalties.
1:54 to go in the first quarter. SBC in an I formation. Colts in a 4-man front. They're going to run a draw to Underwood, and they got us knocked way off the ball on the right-hand side. Underwood runs the football inside of Lee Academy Colts 30, down to about the 27-yard line, and that'll be first down yardage for the SBC Trojans inside of Lee Academy's 30 to the 20, let's call it the 26. First down and 10 for the Trojans.
Pick up of 24 yards. 23 yards on that play, and like you said, they just had us knocked way off the ball that time. Looked like they'd just taken a big piece of wood and just
and raked us out of the way.
Raked us out of the way.
Jack Laney gets into the football game, replacing Chet Stanley at one of the defensive end positions. And Veazey's going straight back in the pocket to throw, looking. Now he's going to run outside the pocket. Colts are he's going to run the football down inside of Lee Academy Colts 20. As the Colts just could not contain him, rushing him out of the 5-man front. He got outside containment, picks up about 7 yards. Second down and 3 yards to go now for the Trojans. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clock is running, second down and 3. They break huddle, and they line up in the box formation again. Colts in a 5-man front, and they're going to run the inside handoff to 20, and Tharp is going to get close to first down yardage. As he gets close to the 15-yard line, we'll wait and see where they spot it. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. And it's going to be short of the first down yardage by about a yard. Now are they going to measure? I believe they're going to have a measurement here. 27 seconds to go in the first period. Football game is tied. SBEC knocking on the door again. They stretch the chains, and it's short by about a yard. Boy, it looked like it was closer than that, didn't it, Rich?
It really did. I believe they just wanted to get it accurately marked at the hash mark, to tell you the truth.
3rd down and 1 yard to go for the Trojans. Clock is running, 24 seconds. Beasy just takes it on the quarterback sneak and punches the football down to about the 15-yard line, and he'll have first down yardage for the Trojans as they stop the clock to move the chains with 19 seconds to go in the first period. If we have not been giving you a lot of calls on tackles tonight, we are a long way from this football field.
We are a good 25 yards behind the grandstands.
9 seconds to go. Might not get this play off before the quarter comes to an end. It's easy as the clock is going to run out. First quarter's over. Football game is tied. Lee Academy Colt 7, SBEC 7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football.
Start of the second quarter. First down 10, your SBEC Trojans.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. They come up in a wishbone formation. Now they shift into a too tight wishbone formation in Veazey, and SBC is going to be guilty of illegal procedure. SBC is going to be guilty of illegal procedure, and that's going to be a 5-yard step off, which will push the football back to the 20 and make it first down and 15 yards to go for the SBEC Trojans. SBEC breaks huddle with split backfield now, 3 wide receivers, 1 to the left and 2 to the right. Veazey straight back to throw, looking, throws. It's going to be caught inside the 15-yard line by number 5, John Pointer. He's going to get the penalty yardage back plus about a yard. 2nd down and 9 yards to go now for the SBEC Trojans. Football game is tied 7-7. SBEC knocking on the door early in the second quarter. SBEC has showed us almost every formation in the book tonight, Rich.
Quite a multiple offense, I would call it.
As they break huddle, 3 wide receivers again, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Veazey sprints to the left to throw, looking, throws the football in a fade pattern, down into the end zone, coverage by Jim Walker, Wayne Bolin. Football's overthrown and incomplete. 3rd down and 9 yards to go for the Trojans. So when you have a lot of passes, you're going to have a long football game.
You really do. Beast at that time just trying to fake the same pass he just completed and throw to the post and throw to the corner.
And SBEC is going to call timeout. With timeout on the field, the score is 7-7. We're going to pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football.
Ready for action here at Trojan Stadium. 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go, and they throw the football on a little look-in pattern to the tight end. Good coverage there by Gordon, along with number 63, Jack Laney, is going to bring up 4th down for the SBEC Trojans and see if they're going to attempt a field goal. And number 6, Jeff Davis, will check into the football game, and he's their field goal kicker, and a good one. And he'll tee the football up at about the 23-yard line, it looks like. 22-yard line, so a 32-yard field goal attempt down by number 6, Jeff Davis. Holders Dan Thomas, Lee Academy Colt defense trying to stop it. 7-7 is the score. Davis awaiting the snap. It's a high snap, pulls it down, gets the kick away, and it is good. SBEC 10, Lee Academy 7. We're going to pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football. Jeff Davis has the football teed up at the 40. Rich, that field goal would have been good from 45 that time. That was a 32-yard field goal. Davis approaches the football and gets the kick away, and it's a high kick that's going to be fielded by Gordon at the 20. Got a little seam, and Gordon breaks through, and Bradley Gordon is over to the 40-yard line, breaks a tackle, and going to be tackled at about the 42 or 43-yard line. So good kick return team that time for the Lee Academy Colts. Colts have come close to breaking 3 kicks tonight, Rich, 2 kickoffs and a punt.
Bradley Gordon that time, just a lot of good individual effort to spin and turn and keep running. That kept that ball alive, and Colts find it 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
Bradley kind of hoovering there.
No, he wasn't going up.
Okay. First
You
down.
only hoover when you go up.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts out of the I formation with Stone Street close. Now we bring motion. We got too many men in the backfield. We got 5 men in the backfield, and we're going to call timeout. Coach Raw messed up that time. We had 5 men in the backfield, and we had to waste a timeout. Colts have called timeout. We're going to pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football.
Folks, next week, the week after next, we'll talk more about it in a minute. First down, 10 yards.
Out of the I formation now, the Lee Academy coach with a wide receiver right and a wide receiver left. Looks like Andrew may be checking off. We give the football to Stone Street right up the middle. It comes to over the 45-yard line to about the 47. It's going to be a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. Let's give him 5, Rich. Make it 2nd down and 5 yards to go. 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Colts trail 10-7. Bip Roberts checks into the football game for the Colts, bringing out Wayne Bolin.
Correction, the Starkville game is in 2 weeks. If you're interested,
George Miller goes wide to the left. Bip Roberts goes wide to the right.
Travel down, support your
Stone Street and Bradley Gordon are split behind Duff. And Colts looking at a 5-man SBEC front with 3 linebackers. And we're going to run a quarterback sneak, and Duff's going to be tackled at the midfield. Short of the first down by about 2 yards. Looked like that Andrew might have done that on his own, Rich. Just thought he saw a little gap there and just took it on his own and picked up a couple of yards. Brings up 3rd down and 2 yards to go now for the Colts. They were advertising the Starkville Academy game in 2 weeks. They may be looking a little bit far ahead in the future there, Rich.
Maybe they have an open date next week. I don't know.
3rd down and 2 yards to go. I'm talking about this game. Wayne Bolin goes wide to the left. George Miller's in the slot to the left. Gordon and Stone Street are split behind senior quarterback Duff. And there's a flag on the play. That's going to be delay of game against the Lee Academy Colts. And that'll be a 5-yard step off against the Colts. Puts the football back at the 45 and brings up 3rd down and 7. 9:17 to go in the first half. Colts trail 10-7. Clock is moving as we get Chris Lively into the game, and we're going to be late coming out of the huddle again. We break huddle and send Wayne Bolin wide left. Chris Lively's in the slot to the left. Tight ends lined up on the right-hand side. Gordon and Stone Street are split behind Duff. We bring motion back to this side in the form of Lively, and Duff's going to sprint to the left to throw. He's looking, breaks outside of containment. Now he's going to be tackled for a loss. Andrew Duff's thrown for a loss back inside of the 45-yard line at the 41. And look, Rich, it looks like he's got time to throw the football. He's just, once he makes his mind up to run, he's not thinking to throw anymore.
He obviously was like that. I was watching him and not watching the secondary coverage to see exactly how well our guys were covered. But I'm like you, once he decides to run, there's no changing of that. He's gone.
Wayne Bolin will punt. Gets a good snap from Laney, and the football bounces inside of SBEC's 30, and Tharp catches the football on one hop and runs the football out over the 25 to the 26, where number 89, Chris Lively, makes a good play backs the football, and SBEC will take over. First down and 10 yards to go from their own 26. They lead 10-7 in the football game. 8:08 to go in the first half.
Gutsy little play that time by the receiver. Looks like he had no idea that he was going to fair catch it or just let it roll. He had three white shirts bearing down on him, and he just scooped it up and decided to run for a while.
They line up with five wide receivers now. They bring motion back to the right, and they're in a shotgun formation, and Veazey sprinting to the right. Now he's in a lot of trouble. John Martin Harris is trying to chase him down. He gets outside containment, and Veazey's going to run the football. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds out over the 30-yard line at about the 32 or 33-yard line. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Let's give him 6 on the play. Makes it second down and 4 yards to go for SBC. 7:37 to go in the first half. Colts trail 10-7.
John Martin Harris that time with good pursuit, but just about a step a little too slow for Mr. Veazey.
SBC will break huddle. And they don't have enough players in the football game, it looks like. They break huddle, and they send, once again, they got 5 wide receivers, no running backs out back there with Veazey, and they're having trouble with their alignment here. Veazey sends motion back to the right again. And there's a delay of game against SBC. So that'll be a 5-yard step off against SBC. And it'll make it second down and 9 yards to go now instead of second and 4.
5-yard penalty brings up second down. Second and 9.
I don't recall a game so far this year that we've seen this many delay of games in the first half alone.
That's 3 on SBC and 1 on the Colts in the first half. They break huddle with 5 wide receivers again. No running backs back there with quarterback Veazey, and he's going to probably bring motion back to one side. Now there it goes, back to the right-handed side, and Veazey looking over the middle, throws it. It's going to be caught by Underwood, and Underwood's into the Lee Academy secondary and going to be knocked down by number 23, Christian Preuss, out over the 45-yard line to the 48-yard line before Christian Preuss, the sophomore cornerback, brings him down, and Bernie Veazey's got a good head on his shoulders, Rich.
Boy, he really does. He's a good-looking young quarterback, and has the ability to kind of look and see what's happening defensively and take advantage of any weakness he may see. And he's hit that little pass twice and thrown it very, very nicely both times.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Trojans. They lead 10-7, driving again. They're at their own 48-yard line, and they line up in the box offense, Notre Dame box offense. Colts in a 5 or 6 man front. There's an inside handoff to Tharp. Tharp's going to be knocked down for no gain. Flag on the play. So we'll wait and see what this flag is.
It's a flag right there in the mass of all that humanity.
Looks like it could be a holding call against SBC. I see Jack Laney, the senior defensive captain, clapping his hands. So I believe this will be a holding call against SBC, and it'll be a 10-yard step off.
Move the ball back to about their own 40-yard line.
Referee's indication on the penalty, holding against SBEC.
And that's a 10-yard spot foul penalty. It'll put the football back at the 41. They've got to get to Lee Academy's 42 for a first down. So it's first down, and let's call it 18 yards to go.
The ball at the 41-yard line.
Clock is running, 7:04 to go.
We got a little bit of shortstop that time on the penalty, Albert. I don't know if you noticed that.
Standing at his own 35 out of the shotgun, looking for Underwood again. Throw is going to be caught. Nice catch by number 5, John Pointer. He's inside of Lee Academy's territory at about the 43-yard line. And that's going to be a pickup of about 17 yards on the play and brings up second down and 2. Second down, and let's call it a little more than a yard, probably closer to 2 yards to go for SBC, 6:25 to go in the first half. They break huddle and come out over the ball in a wishbone formation with 2 tight ends. Lee Academy Colts in a 5-man front with 2 linebackers. Veazey's under the center and going to run the straight sprint to the right, and he's going to be knocked down. He is not going to get the first down yardage as Kerry Middleton from his left defensive tackle position grabbed him by the jersey and pulled him down. Third down now. Third down, and now it's a full 2 yards to go, Rich. Third down and 2 yards to go. 5:50 to go in the first half. Good crowd on hand from Lee Academy on the other side. And they break huddle once again in a wishbone formation. The Colts. Beasy sprints to the left. He's in a lot of trouble. Runs the option pitch to number 7, Lamar. And Lamar is into Lee Academy secondary and runs the football inside the 25-yard line down to about the 21 before he's ridden down by Wayne Bolden, looked like, and Christian Preuss. Henry Lamar, number 7, runs the football inside of Lee Academy's 25 to the 21. First down and 10 for the SBEC Trojans. They lead 10-7.
Beasy that time doing a good job of reading that option and just waited to the last moment, throwing it out to Lamar. Lamar, a nice little running back there, rather quick. Got to the corner and turned it upfield. First and 10.
They line up with 3 wide receivers. And out of the I formation, going to give the football to number 11, Thomas. Thomas fumbles the ball, and the Colts fall on it, but I think they're going to say he was down. Number 11, Dan Thomas, is a 6-foot, 185-pound senior fullback. He gains about 4 on the play, brings up second down and 6. Ball came loose, but he was obviously down before it came loose. Colts trail 10-7, 4:42 to go in the first half. SBEC breaks huddle, sends wide receiver to the right, slot to the right. Colts in a 5-man front. Beasley's got his backs in the I formation. Beasley's going to run the fake handoff, going to keep it, and Beasley's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Untouched. Good read on the option, and Beasley just pulled it out of the fullback's belly and runs the football into the end zone off in the left side, and the SBEC Trojans have broken on top 16-7, I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you what, Beasley was so wide open that time that he surprised himself because he just turned around and watched and tried to see where everybody was. He not only was untouched, he was unseen.
That's right. Jeff Davis will attempt SBEC's 17th point of the night. And SBEC doesn't have enough players on the field, and they're going to have to call a timeout. So we'll keep it right here as we'll take a break after they attempt the extra point. And Beasley had a couple of nice receptions by his receivers on that drive, Rich. It was a good drive by SBC.
Excellent drive at time by SBC. Can't say enough about Beasley and the maturity that he shows at that quarterback position, particularly with an offense like they run here at SBC with so many variables when it comes to formations and plays.
We've seen the I formation. We've seen the Notre Dame box. We've seen the wishbone with 2 tights, the wishbone with 2 split receivers. We've seen the shotgun with 5 wideouts. We've seen the shotgun with 5 wideouts in motion. We've seen just about everything here tonight by the SBEC Trojans. Jeff Davis will tee the football up at the 10, and he will attempt this extra point. As Coach Kyle Finney is out there coaching his defensive unit, as the Lee Academy Colts were faked completely out on the veer option that time by Beasley, as he just faked it to the fullback, pulled it out, and kept it all the way around the left side untouched for a touchdown. Davis will attempt the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is good. SBEC 17, Lee Academy 7. We're paused 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt Football. Jeff Davis has the football teed up at the 40. Wayne Bolden and Bradley Gordon are standing at about our 10-yard line to receive it. Score from Indianola tonight. I think that game is at Washington, Rich.
Right.
Washington School leads Indianola 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Davis gets the kick away, and it's a driving kick that's going to drive Bolden back to the 6. Wayne Bolden coming back up the left side, looking for a block. Gets a block and is into the secondary. Wayne Bolden, once again, make a great return and runs the football out almost to midfield. And it's going to be tackled short of midfield. Let's see where they spot it. They got it spotted at the 47-yard line. So the Colts, with plenty of time, need to get back into this football game with some kind of score before half here, Rich.
Absolutely need to do that right now. And I tell you, the Colts' return yardage in the first half is going to be really good.
We have come within a whisker of breaking 4 kicks here tonight. And the Colts line up with a wide receiver left and a wide receiver to the right, and out of the split backfield, Duff sprints to the right to throw, throws it complete to Ivy Dees, who breaks a tackle, but they're going to say he's down at the 45-yard line as he caught it with a knee on the ground. Good call by the official.
Duff's pass complete to number 7, Ivy Dees. The pass complete.
That was actually short of the first down marker by about 1.5 yards, but they gave us a first down, so we'll take it.
We'll take anything.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts, trailing 17-7, 3:42 to go in the first half. Colts break huddle and send Wayne Bolin wide to the right. Ivy Dees is in the slot to the right. And out of the I formation, we shift into a split backfield and bring motion back to the right. And Duff straight back to throw, looking, throws it, caught by Ivy Dees inside of SBEC's 35. Going to be knocked down inside the 30, down to about the 26. So Ivy Dees makes a nice catch on a nice throw from senior quarterback Duff inside of SBEC's territory at the 27-yard line. 3:19 to go in the first half. The Colts can move the football on this team, Rich.
Oh, no question about it. Dees, the receiver of choice for the first 2 offensive plays on this drive, did a good job throwing, a good job catching. 1st and 10.
Wayne Bolin's wide to the right. George Miller's wide to the left. Gordon and Stone Street are split behind Duff. And SBEC's in a 5-man front. We give it to the fullback, Stone Street up the middle. And Stone Street, great blocking off the left side of the offensive line. And he gets first down yardage inside of the 20-yard line down to the 6. Wayne Bolin's wide to the right. George Miller's wide to the left. Gordon and Stone Street are split behind Duff. And SB. Great blocking off the left side of the offensive line, and he gets first down yardage inside of the 20-yard line down to the 16-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. SBEC wants timeout. Timeout is on the field on behalf of the SBEC Trojans. Colts trail 17-7, but knocking on the door. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football.
2 minutes, 54 seconds remain in this first half. First down, 10 yards to go. The Colts driving. They're in the SBEC.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts from the SBEC 16-yard line. We bring motion in the form of Scott Flowers, and there's a pitch sweep out here to Gordon. Gordon trying to get to the corner is going to be knocked down at the 15-yard line. Gain of about 1 yard on the plate. Bradley Gordon, number 39, the senior running back with great speed, runs the football for 1 yard gain. Second down and 9 yards to go for the Colts. Ivy Dees checks into the game, bringing out George Miller for the Lee Academy Colts with a play from Coach Ricky Weiss. And we're late getting out of the huddle. We better hurry up. That field judge has got a quick clock. Wayne Bolin goes wide to the left. Ivy Dees is in the slot to the left. Colts out of the I formation. Stone Street close. Gordon deep. We bring motion back to the left in the form of Gordon. And we're going to get a delay of game.
Penalty flag on the play.
I just cannot understand it. We cannot get the play off. That's going to be the 6th delay of game call in this game. And that field judge has no flexibility in his clock, Rich. Lots of times you'll see them, if it's close, they won't call that. But Colts have got to get out of the huddle quicker. SBEC's had it called on them 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's not something that they're calling against one or the other. They're calling it right down the line against both of them.
Second down now and 14 yards to go after the penalty. We bring motion back to the left in the form of Gordon and Duff. He's going to take the football and sprint to the left to throw. Looking, throws the football. It's going to be caught by Bradley Gordon out of the backfield. Bradley Gordon runs the football down close to the 10-yard line before he's knocked down, short of the first down by about 3 or 4 yards. But Gordon runs the football to the 10, and it's going to bring up third down now. Third down and about 4. They'd give it to him at the 11-yard line. Third down and 4 from the 11. Colts in the split backfield now. Wide receivers both sides. SBEC in a 5-man front. Springing to the right's Duff. Throws a football. It's going to be overthrown, intended for Scott Flowers, as he was wide open down at about the 5-yard line. And Scott Flowers dove for the football, but was unable to come up with it, and brings up fourth down now. Fourth down and 4 yards to go for the Colts. I'm sure they'll go for this here with 1:30 to go in the first half. Colts trailing 17-7. Colts break huddle. Wide receivers right and left. Stone Street and Gordon are split behind Duff, and Duff sprints to the right to throw. Looking, throws the football for the tight end, overthrown, incomplete. Bad throw, Rich. 1:25 to go in the first half. SBEC has held the Colts after a good drive.
Had Flowers open that time, but just threw the ball on the wrong side of Flowers, threw him behind him, and Flowers had to try to turn around to get to the ball.
1:25 to go in the first half. Colts need to stop SBEC here now and try to go into the halftime trailing 17-7, regroup and come back.
Or need something really good to happen to him in the last minute and minute and 25 seconds of this first half.
Beasley's under the center out of the wishbone formation. Colts in a 5-man front. Beasley's just going to sprint to the left, going to pitch the football to Lamar, and Lamar is going to be drugged down inside of the 10 at about the 9-yard line. That's going to be a loss on the play. Good pursuit out there by Richard Lewis and Bradley Gordon. Number 12, Jim Walker for the Lee Academy Colts. Clock is running, 1:07 to go in the first half. Colts trail 17-7. Remind everybody at halftime we will have the Colts Stampede halftime show.
Aren't you going to tell them who does that?
Megan Flowers is in charge of that. I see Gene Cooper back there.
50 seconds remain in this first half.
Out of the wishbone with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Lee Academy Colts in a 5-man front. And there's a straight handoff off right tackle, and that's to number 33, Underwood. Underwood bounces out over the 10-yard line, gets to the 15-yard line. 30 seconds now to go in the first half. Colts are going to call timeout. Timeout is on the field on behalf of the Colts. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football.
Ladies and gentlemen, next week is fall break of this year's homecoming queen, coming up in just about 30 seconds.
Third down and 6 yards to go for the Trojans. They hand the football to the fullback, and he's going to be stopped for no gain, and the Colts are going to call another timeout. So we're going to keep it right here. It's going to bring up fourth down for the SBEC Trojans, and they'll be forced to punt. Poland will be standing at the 46-yard line, the SBEC territory, to receive Jack Thornton's kick. Colts are going to try to block it. It's a low snap. He gets the kick away, and it's a driving kick that's going to Wayne Bolin is going to fair catch at the 45-yard line. Colts will take over with 17 seconds to go at their own 45. We'll have a couple of plays maybe to get to the end zone.
Hey, I want to thank Bob Opel for being filling in my spot last week and a couple of weeks ago.
Please don't, Richard.
Okay.
Clock is
I'm sorry, Bob. I tried.
not running. Wide receivers both ways for the Colts. Duff sprints back to throw, looking. Throws it's going to be caught by Ivy D's inside of the 40-yard line at about the 39-yard line. That's going to be the last play of the half, I believe. 6 seconds to go in the half. 3, 2, 1. He gets the snap. This will be the last play for sure, and Duff is going to be sacked for a loss. First half is over. We're going to pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors, and then
go to the stage on the south end of the football field to congratulate our newly crowned homecoming queen, Shea Manure, and each of the members of her court. Once again, on behalf of the entire faculty staff,
I've never given up on you.
Oh, I ain't never given up on you, Rich, except for one time when in just a moment of weakness, Rocky McBride fired him about a 70 that day, and I had to just I mean, of course, now you weren't there. You got to remember
You were
that.
taunting.
I was taunting a
You
little.
were taunting.
And I mean, but I'm sorry about it.
I bet Coach Froust is listening to this back home, and he knows exactly how that feeling is.
What? I'd like to say hello to Jeff King, I think, who's
Jeff King's back
probably
at
listening
home.
to us. Jeff had a little minor surgery this week and had him like 20 stitches across his forehead.
Good, Bodine.
Wayne Bolin gets the kick away, and it's going to be fielded by Tharp at the 10. And he's coming to his right, back up the right side, and he breaks into the open. And Tharp is in the secondary, and Tharp is going to carry it all the way for a touchdown. Stephen Tharp fielded it at the 10 and ran it 90 yards for a touchdown, and SBEC has broken on top 23-7, and number 6, Jeff Davis, will attempt the extra point, and that is the third kickoff returned against the Lee Academy Colts for a touchdown this year.
Well, I said I was looking for the return team to score a touchdown, but I wasn't necessarily looking for the Trojans. But just 2 weeks ago in Greenwood, 90 yards opening kickoff return, just like tonight, 90 yards on this opening second half kickoff return.
And Davis has the football teed at the 10, kicks it up. It's going to be good. And the Lee Academy Colts trail 24-7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football. And the Lee Academy Colts trail now 24-7. And Jeff Davis has the football teed up at Lee Academy's 45. And Wayne Bolin and Bradley Gordon are standing at about our 10-yard line. Good spot for an onside here, Rich.
Well, no question about it.
And Jeff Davis kicks the football, and it's going to drive it through the end zone.
Davis's kick.
And Lee Academy Colts will take over first down and 10 yards to go from our own 20-yard line. That was Stephen Tharp that ran that kickoff back 90 yards. And Colts now trail 24-7 and desperately needing to get a little bit of offense to get back into this football game. 11:45, third quarter is 15 seconds old, and SBC has scored a touchdown. Colts break huddle and send Wayne Bolin wide right. Ivy D's in the slot to the right. Stone Street's close, and Bradley Gordon's deep out of the eye. We send motion back to the right in the form of Gordon. Spring to the right to throw is Duff. Duff looking, throws. It's going to be caught by Ivy D's. Out close to the 30-yard line at about the 29-yard line. Be short of the first down by about a yard. Pick up of about 9 on the play. Brings up second down and 1 yard to go for the Lee Academy Colts. Colts break huddle. We have a wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right. Colts in kind of a hurry-up offense here now. And out of the I formation, we give the football to the fullback, and Stone Street bursts out over the 35-yard line to about the 40 and gets first down yardage, picks up about 10 on the play. And it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts from their own 39-yard line. Lee Academy Colts now in a no-huddle offense still. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. And out of the I formation, Stone Street close, and Bradley Gordon's deep. And we give the football to Stone Street again, right off right guard, and he's out close to the 45-yard line to about the 43-yard line. So the Lee Academy Colts pick up 4 on that play and make it second down and 6. Stone Street a little slow getting up, but does get up. Pick up a 4 on the play, second and 6. Colts still in a no-huddle offense. 10:47 to go in the third quarter. Spring to the left to throw is Duff. He looks, he throws, it's going to be underthrown, intended for Wayne Bolin. Ball not even close to Bolin, and brings up third down now. Third down and 6 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. Now the Colts will go into the huddle after the incomplete pass. It's third down and 6. It's really closer to 3rd and 5, I think, Rich, but we'll call it 3rd and 6.
Looks like the ball just has to get almost to the midfield stripe, about the 49.5-yard line.
And the football is just about a couple of inches off the 45. Wide receiver left, slot to the left for the Colts. I formation. Duff looking at a 5-man SBEC front, gives the football off left tackle to Bradley Gordon, and he's into SBEC territory. First down yardage down to about the 46 or the 47-yard line. Colts trailing 24-7 with 10:30 to go in the third quarter. Colts now going to no huddle again. First down and 10. Wide receiver right, wide receiver left. Sprinting to the left to throws Duff. Looking. Throws the football deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Flag.
Intended for Wayne Bolin, a flag on the play. I believe that may be offensive interference. We'll wait and see. That looked closer to offensive interference to me than defensive interference, but the Lee Academy coach may be fixing to get a break here. 10:16 to go in the third quarter. Pass interference against the SBEC Trojans, Rich. That was a close call.
That was a close call because it actually looked like Bolin was coming back to the ball. The defender had perfect position on the play. The ball was thrown just a little bit high and lofty, but the officials on the field have called it defensive pass interference, 15 yards and a first down for the Colts.
We'll take it. First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts from the SBEC 33-yard line. Out of the I formation, Stone Street close, Gordon deep. Bolin split left, Ivy D slot left. Tight ends on the right-hand side, Duff. Looking at a five-man front, gives it on misdirection to Gordon. Gordon breaks a tackle, spins away, gets into the SBEC secondary, gets inside the 30 down to about the 26-yard line before he's knocked down. Let's give him the 27 maybe. That's going to be a gain of about 5 on the play. Looked like he might have fumbled. Colts fell back on it. Pick up a 5, second down and 5. 9:53 to go in the third quarter. Colts once again going no huddle, just calling the play at the line of scrimmage. And the officials have an official timeout here. Stone Street, I believe, once again having a little nosebleed problem. Is this the second week in a row that he's had to come out of the football game because his nose was bleeding? Split backfield now for the Colts. Wide receiver left, slot left. And on the fake, on the outside veer, quarterback's going to keep the football and going to run the football inside of SBEC's 25, going to get close to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a first down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts from SBEC's 20. Good drive by the Colts, Rich.
Good
no
drive.
huddle. This is machine gun football. I love it. Andrew Duff sprints to the left to throw. Looking, throws the football deep down in the end zone. It's going to be almost caught, then batted away, and then almost intercepted, and then it fell to the ground. And we have a timeout on the field, and SBEC is going to call timeout on their behalf. Second down and 10. We're going to pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football.
Still in a 60-yard offensive drive at the Trojan 20.
Second down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. 9:04 to go in the third quarter. Andrew Duff sends motion back to the left and is going to run a quick pitch out here to Gordon. Gordon's tripped up by number 80 for SBC. That's Greg Lipsy, but he might have slipped a little bit too, Rich. That's going to be a loss on the play of about 4 yards and brings up third down and 14 yards to go. Colts line up in a split backfield now with wide receivers right and left, and we're going to have timeout is called as we did not get the footballs exchanged in time. Now clock will start back.
Going over to talk to Coach Weiss about that football boy running this hurry-up offense. It's hard to get a fresh football in between
Into the
plays.
game every play. Third down and 14 yards to go now for the Colts. 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Duff sprints to the right to throw, getting pressure, throws a football complete to Ivy D's inside of the 15-yard line down to about the 11 or 12, and there's a flag on the play.
D's brought down by number 2, Nick Fanley.
2 youngsters for Lee Academy are going to be kicked out of the football. 1 youngster for Lee, 1 youngster for SBC going to be kicked out of the football game. It looks like Scott Flowers for the Colts, number 11, Dan Thomas for the SBC Trojans are going to be ejected from the football game.
I didn't see exactly what they did, Floyd, so I hope you got that on camera, but it does look like it happened over near the near where the tackle was made.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Lee.
.42 to go in the third quarter. Duff sprints to the right to throw, getting pressure, throw. for the Colts, 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Duff sprints to the right to throw, getting pressure. Throw.
Pass,
11 or 12, and there's a flag on the play.
D's brought down by number 2, Nick Manley.
Two youngsters for Lee Academy are going to be kicked out of the football. I mean, one youngster for Lee, one youngster for SBC going to be kicked out of the football game. It looks like Scott Flowers for the Colts, number 11, Dan Thomas for the SBC Trojans are going to be ejected from the football game.
I didn't see exactly what they did, Floyd, so I hope you got that on camera, but it does look like it happened over near the near where the tackle was made.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Lee.
Both youngsters were ejected. So it brings up fourth down now. Fourth down for the Lee Academy Colts. Fourth down and about 7 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. Clock is running with 8:26 to go in the third quarter. 4th and 7. Duff is going to sprint to the left to throw. He's looking, throws the football down into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete, almost intercepted. Good defensive play that time, actually, by Ivy Dees to keep that football from being intercepted. And the Colts will turn the football over on downs after a good drive, Ridge, and didn't come up with anything on it.
Moved the ball well downfield, but
struggle inside the red zone again, just like we've been doing all year long. 8:17 to go. And the Colts take, SBEC Trojans will take over first down and 10 yards to go from their own 16-yard line. They break huddle in the wishbone formation with two tight ends. Colts in a 5-man front. Beasy looking at the 5-man defensive front now. Under the center is going to, Beasy's going to run the football on the keeper and is going to be knocked down for a loss. Number 56, Kerry Middleton, knocks Beasy down for a loss of about a yard on the play. Brings up second down and 11 yards to go. 8:03 to go in the third quarter. Colts trail 24-7.
17-point lead by the Trojans over the Colts from Lee. You're going to see Beasy doing a lot of running. They're going to try to eat up that clock and just run it down quick as they can.
Second down and 11. And SBC. Beasy just takes it, sprints to the right. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get out close to the 20, about to the 19-yard line before he's knocked down by the Lee Academy coach, number 63, Jack Laney. Bradley Gordon in there for the Colts. Pickup of about 4 on the play and brings up third down now. Third down and about 7. Gained up about 6 on the play. And we'll see what the officials say in here. I think the players are doing a little bit of jawing back and forth, so Tharp checks into the football game for SBC. SBC breaks huddle in the I formation with 3 wide receivers for SBC. Beasley.
Once again, an official's timeout.
Yeah, I think what happened that time, I heard there's a little confusion out on the field. They're trying to get the clock started again. Everybody's ready to play. They heard the whistles going. They thought there was another penalty, so they just kind of stood up and said, hold on, what's happening?
Beasley is going to pitch the football on the option out here to number 33, Underwood. And Underwood's down the sideline. Is going to be knocked out of bounds at midfield by Christian Preuss. Actually, the 49-yard line in SBC territory, and they're having their way with the Lee Academy coach, Rich.
Moving us wherever they want to put us.
First down and 10 yards to go for SBC. They lead 24-7 in the football game.
It's a Trojan first down. First
And they have it 1st and 10 from their own 49. 7:10 to go in the third quarter. 1st down and 10 there in the Notre Dame box again. Colts in a 5-man front, and they're going to throw a pass. Beasley downfield. Football is going to be almost intercepted by Jim Walker, but bounced off his shoulder pass. Number 5 Pointer is shaking up just a little bit. Going to be a little slow getting up. May have a cramp down there as he's got a hold of his toe of his shoe. Good coverage that time by senior cornerback number 12 Jim Walker.
Second down, 10 yards to go after the incomplete.
Jim is 6 foot tall, weighs 155.
Just shy of the 49-yard line.
Clock is stopped with 7:02 to go in the third quarter. Colts trail 24-7. They break huddle and send a wide receiver to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Colts in a 5-man front. Beasley with a split backfield. Looking at the Colt defense, runs a quarterback sneak right up the middle, just on his own. Colts are going to knock him down, but not before he's going to get a 1st down yardage. But SBC is going to be guilty of holding.
Easy to about the 42-yard line, but there is a penalty marker on the play.
And there's a hold against the SBEC Trojans. And that'll be a 10-yard step off from about Lee Academy's 49. We'll push it back to SBEC's 41.
Holding is the call against SBEC, 10 yards from the point of the infraction.
6:56 to go in the third quarter. Football is a 10-yard step off against SBEC. Puts it back at the 42. They've got to go to the 42 in Lee Academy territory for the 1st down, so it's 2nd and 16. Colts have really moved the ball pretty good against between the 20s again tonight, Rich, but unable to stick it in the end zone when they get in the red zone. They're in the Notre Dame box again, 5-man front for the Colts. Beasley straight back to throw again, looking over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Jim Walker. Overthrown, intended for Tharp. Jim Walker, senior cornerback, just comes up and intercepts it. And the Lee Academy Colts take over, 1st down and 10 yards to go from their own 36-yard line. The Colts needed that, Rich. We need to score a touchdown before this third quarter's over.
Need to get within 10 points of this ball game. The Jim Walker doing a good job that time. So that's the 3rd time that I know of that they've thrown that pass, that very pass, maybe the 4th time with 2 completions. Walker just kind of playing it like a center fielder, just saw it coming and was able to make the interception.
There's the diving interception,
Absolutely.
too. The Colts have wide receiver right, wide receiver left, and out of the I formation. Duff is going to run the option to the right side, pitches it out here to Turman. Turman gets a block. Chris Turman gets it out over the 45-yard line to about the 48-yard line. So once again, the Colts are able to move the football, but just unable to score points. 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. 6:09 to go in the third quarter. Colts now going to a huddle each time on offense, not the hurry-up offense. Andrew Duff gets a play from Coach Ricky Weiss. The Colts break huddle and send Ivy Dees wide to the right. Wayne Bolin will be wide to the left. Split backfield now behind Duff. Duff barking out his signals, looking at a 5-man SBEC front. Duff is going to take the football straight back to throw. Throws it on look into Bolin. Bolin catches the football and holds on. And a nice hit out there by number 5, John Pointer. And Pointer is the one that's slow getting up. Wayne Bolin held on to the football. Pointer hit him about nose to nose right when he caught the ball, but it's the defender that's not getting up. Wayne Bolin held on to the football and jumped right up. And it's really unbelievable he held on to the ball. It was a nice catch as Pointer timed the hit perfect.
An excellent defensive play by Pointer that time, but like you said, Bolin was able to hold on to the ball. I did notice back when Bolin
signals, looking at a 5-man SBEC front. Duff is going to take the football straight back to throw.
at that time, but like you said, Bolin was able to hold on to the ball. I did notice back when Bolin got back to the huddle, though, he did drop down on one knee like, hey, that really kind of hurt.
But you never let them see you sweat, Rick.
That's exactly right.
2nd down and 2 yards to go. Bolin comes out of the football game. Chris Lively will check in. And the Colts break huddle, and Chris Lively goes wide to the right. Ivy Dees is wide to the left. 5-man front for SBEC. Backs are in the I formation behind Duff. Gordon's close, and Turman is deep out of the I. They're in a 6-man front now, and we're going to run the option, pitch it out here to Turman. Turman gets first down yardage inside of SBEC territory, down to about the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Coach just moving the football almost at will between the 20s, but cannot stick the football into the end zone.
This drive for the Colts started on their own 36-yard line. Like you say, they've moved the ball well between the 20s and moved the ball extremely well right now.
1st down and 10 yards to go for the Colts. We send Chris Lively wide left. George Miller is in the slot to the left. And out of the split backfield, we're going to give the football, going to fake the football to the fullback, and Duff's going to keep it around the right side, gets 7 or 8 yards inside of SBEC's 30, down to about the 26 or the 27. So the Colts have found something they can do against this SBEC defense. Picks up 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 yards to go for the Colts. SBEC getting some fresh players into the football game as the Colts offense has pretty much controlled the football in the 3rd quarter, but they don't have any points. SBEC has a touchdown. We send a wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, and we're split again. And Duff sprints to the left to throw. He's looking. He's going to keep the football and going to break a tackle and runs for 1st down yardage inside of the 20-yard line down to about the 19-yard line before he's knocked down. So Duff runs the football down to the 19 and has 1st down yardage inside. Let's give him the 20, right on the 20. 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts from SBEC's 20. Colts break huddle. Chris Lively goes wide to the left. George Miller goes wide to the right. And Gordon and Turman are split behind Duff. And Duff's going to sprint to the left to throw, mixing up the plays nicely. And he throws the football. It's going to be caught by Chris Lively inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. The Lee Academy Colts once again are moving the football against SBEC. And the Colts have 1st down and goal to go inside the 10 to the 8.
Good dive and catch that time by Chris Lively. Good pass from Duff. Good catch by Lively. Brings up 1st down.
Colts break huddle. Chris Lively goes wide to the left. George Miller goes wide to the right. And Gordon and Turman are split behind Duff. And Duff's going to sprint to the left to throw, mixing up the plays nicely. And he throws the behind Duff. And Duff's going to sprint to the left to throw, mixing Chris Lively inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. The Lee Academy Colts once again are moving the football against SBEC. And the Colts have 1st down and goal to go inside the 10 to the 8.
Good dive and catch that time by Chris Lively. Good pass from Duff. Good catch by Lively. Brings up 1st down. 1st and goal.
3:37 to go for the league in the 3rd quarter. Colts trail 24-7, but are knocking at SBEC's goal line. 1st and goal from the 8. Duff with the split backfield, sprints to the right to throw, looking, throws the football. It's going to be intercepted by SBC. Threw it right in his hands. That'll bring it out to the 20, and once again the Colts inside the 20-yard line, unable to put points on the board. And SBC will have it 1st down and 10 yards to go from their own 20-yard line. They lead 24-7, 3:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. SBC breaks huddle in the I formation, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Veazey is going to run the option handoff, going to fumble the football, but SBC is going to pick it up and going to be knocked down back inside the 20 at about the 16-yard line. For the Colts, defense swarmed on the pitch man. That time, Underwood. Loss of about 4 on the play. Second down, and let's give him a loss of 4. Second down and 14 yards to go. Colt defense is playing a little better here in the second half, a little more aggressive, hitting a little harder. Lee Academy, second down and 14. They line up in a shotgun formation with 5 wide receivers. Colts in a 4-man front. Veazey sprints to the right. He may just run the football. Colts have got him hemmed in a little bit, and he's going to run the football out over the 25-yard line to the 27 before Wayne Bolin knocks him down. Pickup of about 10 on the play, and brings up third down and 4 yards to go. So this Veazey is Mr. Everything for SBC, Rich. Good quarterback.
He is a good quarterback. Took a good shot knocking him out of bounds that time, too. He's kind of feeling the effects of that. He kind of just sprawled out on both knees and slid.
Henry Lamar checks into the football game for the Trojans, and they line up in an I formation. They're going to run the option, and they're going to try to pitch it to Lamar, I tell you. And they're just going to give the football to Lamar, and he's not going to get anything. The Colts are going to knock him back at the line of scrimmage, no gain. That's going to bring up fourth down, 2:25 to go in the third quarter. The Colt defense has held again. No gain on the play, might have gained a yard, and they check number 1, Jack Thornton, into the football game to punt. Colts get Bolin and Gordon deep, and we're standing at about the 42-yard line, 43-yard line, and Thornton will punt.
Back to receive for the Colts, number 2, Wayne Bolin, number 39, Bradley Gordon.
And Thornton standing at about his own 13-yard line. Gordon and Bolin are standing at about our 40. The kick is away, and it's a driving kick that's going. Bolin is going to field at the 35. Bolin turning up the field, gets a block. Bolin's in the secondary. Wayne Bolin inside of SBC territory. He's going to be knocked down at about the 43-yard line. So a good return by Wayne Bolin. And Wayne Bolin runs the football inside of SBC's territory down to the 43. Colts are in business again, Rich. 1:34 to go in the third quarter.
Another good effort by the return team that time. Wayne Bolin took the ball on a driving kick. Took it around his own 35 to 40-yard line and just started upfield, cut to his left. Good individual effort that time by Wayne.
Colts in a split backfield with wide receivers both ways, and we're going to run the inside handoff to Stone Street. Stone Street's inside the 40 down to about the 38 or the 39-yard line. Let's give him the 39. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 for the Lee Academy Colts. Once again going into a hurry-up offense, no huddle. We're in an I formation now with Stone Street close and Terman deep. Ivy Dees is wide to the right. Wayne Bolin's wide to the left. Duff looking under the center. Looking at a 4-man SBEC front. Maybe checking off at the line of scrimmage again now. And we're going to give the football to Stone Street. And Stone Street's going to battle inside of the 40-yard line down to about the 37-yard line. Pickup of about 2 on the play. Make it third down and 4 yards to go. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 4. Colts have dominated offensively the third quarter, Rich, unable to put points on the board. Ivy Dees goes wide to the right. Chris Lively's wide to the left on 3rd and 4 with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Stone Street close. Terman deep out of the eye. They're in a 4-man front with 4 linebackers. Duff is going to give the football on the trap to Stone Street, and he's going to get close to the first down inside of the 35-yard line down to the 34-yard line before he's knocked down. I think he's going to be a little bit short. 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. It brings up 4th down in the yard for the Colts. Third quarter is fixing to be over. Third quarter's over. Colts trail 24-7. We're going to pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt football.
At the end of the quarter, end of the third quarter, the score SBC. The quarterback Duff straight ahead.
On the first play of the fourth quarter, the Lee Academy Colts on 4th and 1 run a quarterback sneak, and we'll wait and see the spot. Lee Academy Colts we're going to call timeout for a measurement. It's very close. Looks to me like he's got it, Rich. What you think?
I think he's got it.
We'll wait and see. as they have it spotted just inside of SBEC's 39-yard line. It's going to be closer than it looked in the beginning as they're spotting the ball down there. And he did not get it. Lee Academy Colts did not convert the 4th and 1. And the SBEC Trojans take over first down and 10 yards to go from their own 34-yard line. It was 34, not 39, I'm sorry. And SBEC takes over first and 10 from their own 34. They're leading 24-7. They break huddle. The Colts are in a 5-man front now. And they're in a power I formation. And they're going to give the football on the power I to Underwood. And he's going to get out close to the 40-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. That may be a delay of game.
I believe it was. Our friend back there is steady looking at his watch.
No, it's called on Lee. Looks like Lee might have had 12 men on the field. We'll wait. They've got 11 out there now, but the penalty is definitely on the Lee Academy Colts. So
referee's indication, illegal participation.
Colts had 12 men on the field, and that is a 15-yard step off. Scott Flowers being ejected from the football game has really got our defensive alignment messed up a little bit, Rich. We're having to shuffle players around to replace him. SBEC definitely got the better end of that deal as we lost Flowers and they lost number 11, Dan Thomas, the youngsters that were ejected from the game. SBEC has first down and 10 yards to go from their own 47-yard line. They line up in a power I formation. Colts in a 5-man front. And they give the football to Underwood off right tackle. Underwood squirts into Lee Academy Colt territory down to about the 48-yard line. Pick up of about 5 on the play. Let's give him 4 on the play. Make it second down and 6 yards to go.
5 yards to the 48 of the Colts. We're at second down, 2nd and 5.
Trojans obviously just interested in running the clock out, running the ball downfield, picking up first downs occasionally. 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game and leading with 17 points.
Second down and 6 yards to go now for SBEC. They're up in the power I formation again. Out of the 5-man front, they're going to run the option. And Veazey's going to keep it. Veazey's into the secondary. This kid's got great speed, Rich, and he trips up over his own feet inside of the 30-yard line down to the 26. And it looks like he may have a cramp or he may have pulled a hamstring or something. And I tell you, they do not need to lose number 3.
And officials timeout on the field.
And we have a timeout called on behalf of Veazey. Looked to me like he got a cramp or either pulled a hamstring.
It's one or the other.
Looks like it's a cramp.
Yeah.
Number 10, Matt Collins, will check into the football game.
Number 10, Matt Collins.
They got him down as 6'11", 160. I don't think that's right. And he's out of the power I formation. He's going to give the football to Underwood. And Underwood is going to pound inside of the 25-yard line down to about the 24 before he's knocked down by the Lee Academy Colts. They're attending to Bernie Veazey down there. And I believe it's just a cramp, Rich, which will be good news for the Trojans. Jason Carpenter's in the football game for the Lee Academy Colts at one of the inside linebacker positions and was in on that stop. Carpenter and Stone Street are your inside linebackers, the 5-man front. Laney and Poole are your defensive ends. Middleton and Lewis are your tackles, and Bradley Rybolt's your nose tackle. There's Underwood again. Underwood breaks through the right side of the defensive line and runs the football inside the 15-yard line down to about the 14-yard line. And they're fixing to put this football game away as Underwood picks up good yardage. First down inside of Lee Academy Colts 15-yard line down to the 13-yard line.
16 yards, the ball at the 13. It's first down. 10 yards
9:34 to go in the football game. Colts trailing 24-7. First and 10 for SBEC. Once again out of the power I formation, 2 tight ends. They fumble the snap, but the quarterback gets back on it looks like.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Trojans. Quarterback Matt Collins recovers the ball.
Collins fumbled the snap, but got back on it. Might have even, let's call it no gain on the play. Second down and 10. I thought for a minute they might have gained a little bit on the fumble. 9 minutes to go in the football game. Colts trail 24-7. Good to see VZ up over there walking around. Hate to see a youngster get hurt, especially an athlete as good as number 3. They're in a power I formation again. Collins is going to give it off the left side to Underwood. He runs the football inside the 10 down to about the 6-yard line before he's knocked down by the Colts. Wayne Bolin up there doing a good job. 33 Stone Street in there for the Colts also. Gain 6 on the play. Third down and 4 yards to go for the SBEC Trojans. 8:22 to go in the football game. Clock is running. VZ's back into the game now out of the power I formation, and they're going to run the option. And they pitch it out here to Underwood, and Underwood is going to get down close to the goal line, maybe about the 1-yard line before he's knocked down by Wayne Bolin, along with Jason Carpenter, Stone Street. Very, very close to touchdown yardage there for the SBEC Trojans. It is first down yardage, first and goal from the 1. 24-7 is our score. 8:07 to go in the first quarter. In the
game.
In the football game. Thank God it's not the first quarter. Power I formation. They give it to Underwood, and he scores. 30-7. SBEC is on top now, and they'll attempt their 31st point. Jeff Davis checks into the football game. And he'll tee the football up at the 10-yard line.
1 yard for the Trojan touchdown.
It's John Underwood, number 33. Runs 1 yard for a touchdown. Jeff Davis has the football teed up at the 10. Colts will try to block this thing here. The score is 30-7 in favor of SBEC. The snap is back, and Davis kicks the football up, and it is good. 31-7, SBEC leads. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy Colt Football.
31, Lee Academy 7.
Bolin and Gordon are standing at about our own 10 to receive this kick, and Gordon's going to receive it at the 10. And right back up the sidelines he comes, and he's going to be trying to get to the sidelines, and he's knocked down inside the 20 at the 15-yard line.
Stopped on the play by number 24, Frankie Glenn.
And the Lee Academy Colts will take over first down and 10 yards to go from our own 15. Looks like Wayne Bolin might have a cramp there. The way he jerked his shoe off, it may be in his toe. And anybody that's had a cramp in that toe knows how bad he's hurting, as he's having trouble putting weight on that thing. As Wayne is being escorted off the field there. 2 youngsters coming out to help him get him off.
Wayne being escorted by Vance the trainer, isn't he?
Vance Holland. Colts now just playing for a little bit of pride here, going to try to put another touchdown across here before this football game is over. They trail 31-7. SBC's got a good football team, Rich.
They look mighty good.
We send Chris Lively wide to the left. Ivy Dees is wide to the right. Stone Street is close. and Turman is deep out of the I formation. And now we shift D's over in the slot to the left. And we're going to give the football on misdirection to Turman. Turman's going to break a tackle, spin away, come out over the 20-yard line to about the 24-yard line before he's knocked down. That's going to be a pickup of about 8 on the play. Second down and 2 yards to go. Chris Turman's ran well tonight, Rich.
Chris Turman ran into some almost tacklers there right at the line of scrimmage. He was able to spin and kick his way out. Pickup of 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 for the Colts, trailing 24-7. We give the football on the inside handoff to Stone Street. Stone Street's going to come out over the 25-yard line to about the 26-yard line. Going to be first down yardage for the Lee Academy Colts. 6:56 to go in the football game. Colts trailing 31-7. Duff, 3-step drop, and has the football batted down. That was going to be intended for Chris Lively on a little hook pattern out there. And number 80, that's Greg Lipsy, just batted it down and brings up 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Colts. Once again, no huddle offense for the Colts. And we've got Stone Street and Turman split now behind Duff. Dees is wide right, Lively's wide left. Springing to the right to throw is Duff. He looks, throws it just overthrown. Intended for Ivy Dees.
Pass intended for number 7, Ivy Dees, is incomplete.
Overthrown by about 4 or 5 yards that time. Caught by a big offensive lineman over here on the sidelines for the SBEC Trojans. 6:48 to go in the football game. Colts trail 31-7. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right for the Colts. I formation. Duff looking at a 4-man SBEC front. Going to take the football, run the option to the left, pitch it to Turman. Turman's got blockers. Turman gets first down yardage out over the 35-yard line, knocked down at about the 38. Good option play that time by senior quarterback Duff. Good running by senior running back Chris Turman. And that's first down yardage for the Lee Academy Colts. Colts have moved the ball well, Rich, between the 30s tonight, but get in that scoring territory, something seems to happen to us every time. First down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. We get Vip Roberts into the game, George Miller, the 2 wide receivers. Roberts goes wide left, George Miller's wide right. Stone Street and Turman are split behind Duff, and we're going to give the football to Stone Street. Off right tackle on the outside veer, and he runs the football down up close to the 45-yard line. Give him the 44-yard line. Pickup of about 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5.
5-yard line. We're at 2nd down.
2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. Duff with a split backfield, no huddle offense, 2-step drop, and throws the football. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Bip Roberts. Good coverage out there by number 12 for SBEC. That's Rob Ware.
Number 18, Jason Roberts, is incomplete.
And Bip Roberts' football was delivered. And good defense play there by SBC. Knocks the football down. Pretty good throw that time, but good defense by SBC. Who we play next week, Rich?
Play Washington.
Is it at home?
Home.
Duff, 3-step drop, looking. He's just going to throw the football deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Thrown out of bounds.
Intended for Bolin is incomplete. Applying pressure to the quarterback.
Trying to go deep with 5:40 to go in the football game. Colts now with 4th down and 5 yards to go. Will go for this, I'm sure.
10-5. The ball remains at the Colt 44.
And we break huddle and send Wayne Bolin, who apparently is cramp in his toe is gone. He goes wide right. George Miller's wide to the left. And Duff sprints to the right to throw. He's looking. He throws it. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Bolin. The football was thrown a little bit high, and Bolin went up there and had a chance to catch it, but a good defensive play by the SBEC defender knocked him loose from the football. And it's 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the football game. Lee Academy Colts trailing 31-7.
Take over on offense. First down. 10 yards to go, just inside the Colt 45. 5 minutes, 32 seconds remain in the ball.
Colts playing the Washington School Generals next week at home in a big football game, conference game for the Lee Academy Colts.
Washington not having any trouble with the Colonels from Indianola.
Leading 31-14.
At the end of the third quarter, I think.
Late in the football game.
Right.
SBEC out of the power I formation have taken Veazey out of the game. They're going to give the football to Lamar, and he's not going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Lamar stopped by number 34, Jason Carpenter.
Carpenter along with number 2, Wayne Bolin. Give him a yard on the play, second down and 9 yards to go.
Just over 5 minutes remaining in this ball game. 31 for the Trojans, 7 for the Colts.
Remind everybody that tomorrow night at airtime 5:30.
5:30.
Richard Webster and Pete Chopin will be on the air with the Delta State University Sports Network. The Delta State University Statesman hosts the Central Arkansas Bears. Here's a pitch to Lamar, and Lamar is going to be tackled just inside of the 45-yard line, about the 42-yard line. Jason Carpenter, along with Jim Walker, Stony Stone Street, in there making a good tackle. Pickup of about a yard on the play. Second, third down, and 8 yards to go.
Third down, 3rd and 7 as the ball rests at the 42.
Washington next week for the Colts, followed by Indianola.
Then Carroll.
Carroll Academy.
And Kirk.
And Kirk.
Third down and 7 yards to go for SBC. Actually closer to 8, I think, Rich. And they line up in an I formation, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Matt Collins is going to give the football to the fullback, and he's not going to get first down yardage, and he's going to be tackled very, very close to Lee Academy Colts 40.
Tackled on the play by number 50, Bradley Rebels.
And that'll bring up fourth down for the SBC Trojans, and they get their punting team into the football game. Wayne Bolin will get deep. Number 1, Jack Thornton will punt the football for SBC. Lee Academy Colts get their punt receiving team into the football game. 3.5 minutes to go. We need for the clock just to run.
Bradley Gordon and number 2, Wayne Bolin.
Good spot for a fake here on fourth down in Lee Academy territory. Thornton is going to get the kick away, and it's a high spiral kick that Bolin is going to field at the 15-yard line. Going to battle out over the 20, going to fumble the football, and SBC is going to recover it. Wayne Bolin just fumbled the football. SBC recovers inside of Lee Academy Colts 25, down at about the 21-yard line. And SBC will take over first down and 10 yards to go from Lee Academy's 21-yard line. 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the football game.
Seeing some new numbers out there for the Trojans at SBEC.
Trojans have number 10, Matt Collins, into the game to play quarterback now. Colts in a 5-man front. And they're going to hand it off left tackle to Lamar. Lamar breaks a little bit into the secondary, breaks a tackle. Colts knock him down inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6.
Gain of about 4 yards, brings up second down, 2nd and 6 yards to go. The ball spotted at the 16-yard line.
2:20 to go in the football game. Clock is running. Been a long night for the Colts, Rich. Moved the football well inside the 30s, unable to score points. Been a problem all year long. Power I formation for SBC. They give the football to Lamar off right tackle. He breaks a tackle, gets a little bit of a crease, gets down close to the 10-yard line.
Gain of about 5.
Very close to first down yardage. We'll be on the air next Friday night at about 7:20 with pregame lineup show against the Washington School Generals. First down and 10 yards to go for SBC. Coach getting some fresh players into the football game also. We'll see Jack Laney coming out. SBC lines up in a power I formation to the left now. And they're going to give the football to Lamar again. And Lamar is going to be stopped at about the 10-yard line. Coach trying to hold him out of the end zone this last touchdown here. Jason Carpenter and Russell Harris in there on the stop for the Lee Academy Colts.
second down, 9 yards to go. The ball
1.5 minutes to go in the game. Clock is running. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. They line up in a power I formation again. Colts are in a 5-man front. Collins is going to run a pitch sweep to Lamar. Lamar trying to get to the corner. He's going to be knocked down at the 10-yard line by number 62 for the Colts, Jonathan Poole. Good play by Jonathan Poole, the right defensive end. Reached that big paw out there and grabbed a hold of his jersey and pulled him down.
I believe they're trying to give the ball to Lamar so the boy can score a touchdown. What do you think?
Looks to me like they are. It's less than a minute to go in the game now, however. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go for SBEC.
Key on Lamar.
They line up in a power I formation again. 39 seconds. I think Coach Veazey is telling them to wait. Run all the time off the clock that he can. I'm sure the Colts will not call a timeout. I believe they're going to take a delay of game. And there it is. Delay of game penalty on the SBEC Trojans. 21 seconds to go in the game now. Colts trail 31-7. Jeff, we're going to keep it here and wrap it up before we take a break. And then we will send it back to you. Then you're going to come back and we'll do a Mississippi Sports Network recap for the radio. 21 seconds to go in the football game, 3rd and 14, and Collins is just going to take a knee. And that's probably going to be the last play of the game. 14 seconds to go. Lee Academy Colts soundly beaten here tonight by the SBEC Trojans, Rich, 31-7. Final play of the game. You got anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
17-7 at halftime. Opening second half kickoff return, 90 yards, and then John Underwood, 1-yard run. 14 points scored by the Trojans in the second half. Final 31-7. The Trojans.
That's going to wrap it up for us here at South Haven, Mississippi. The Lee Academy Colts have lost to the SBEC Trojans by a score of 31-7. This has been Lee Academy Colt football.
Cause you've taken her out.